Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And it is my Monday night Moonlight Madness live stream. And tonight we have Karen with In the Kitchen with Karen. And there's already people in here. Todd is in here. Let me click. Todd's here.
Hi, Todd.
Doug from His Way Homestead is in.
Hi, Doug.
Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Let's see, I'm scrolling down. Angie is here with My Perfect Life.
Hi, Angie.
And Angie's saying hi to you. And Ann Deal is here.
Oh,
and
yes, I saw your interview with her. That was so fun.
She's just the nicest.
I love your accent, Ann. That Southern accent, it's like I could listen to it all day.
And Mary Ranch just came in.
Hi,
Mary, Karen and I were just talking about you because you won the microwave kiln. So we were wondering if you'd used it yet or not. So that's totally fun. Linda's, clicked the wrong one. Linda's in. She's telling us hi, Linda. I hope you're having a good week.
Hi, Linda.
And hi, Mary. How are you tonight? Don't you like that little icon she has?
So cute. Love it.
Well, Karen is one of my members. Plus, she has a fabulous channel. And we have been watching each other's videos for a long time now.
I was trying to think how we first connected with each other. I can't honestly remember.
I don't know either. It was probably just one of our, it was probably one of your cooking videos, probably, that I was like, whoa.
Probably. And then we did the flavored salt collaboration.
We did. That was good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, that was really fun.
Yeah. I love flavored salts.
Me too. I need to make some more because I used mine already.
I think when we left Wyoming, I just had little teeny bits of each of my little jars.
It's amazing how much you go and grab some. It's so flavorful.
Oh, I am clicking the wrong one. Jake from Nunya, Texas on the back 20 is in.
Hi, Jake.
Jake, I tried to make you a moderator and it just kept saying that there was something with your address it didn't like. So I'm not really sure what the deal was with that. And so I will try again tomorrow, but I tried to input you 4 times and it just kept saying that it usually when you put somebody in for moderator, you put their link and it takes a couple seconds and all of a sudden it pops and it puts it in that box. And it just kept saying that it couldn't find you. And it was like, I'm copying and pasting it. It's not like I'm typing. So that was kind of crazy. And I thought I saw somebody else come in. I did. Henry and Leslie Vermont.
Oh,
thanks for stopping by. I have been enjoying the trail cams. They have some trail cam videos and the deer that come in. And
I love that.
I do too. It's very fun. And Simply Jan just came in.
Hi, Jan.
How are you, Jan? Jan has a video and she's inserting into the turkey this jalapeno butter.
What?
And I thought that is a good idea.
That is an excellent idea. I love it.
So that is fun. And Charmaine is here.
Hi,
Charmaine. How are you? Okay, so let's talk about your channel. Okay. So how long have you actually had your channel?
I started August 15th of last year. Awesome. So maybe 14 months.
Awesome. And because you're almost to 4,000 subscribers. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. For someone who has no idea what they're doing.
Well, I have to tell you, I have so enjoyed all of the cooking videos and you talking about the wine, and different wines. And it's very interesting because you really are a wine expert.
Well, I don't know about expert, but I do know quite a bit about wine.
I'd say
You know, I don't know. I'm sure I told you that I grew up in Napa Valley for most of
right.
my life. So it's kind of like in my blood, as you might say, you know. And I worked at wineries. I helped my dad at his wine business when I was 15. So it's kind of always something that I've done. But then I decided to go to chef school. So I kind of geared away from the wine. But then I got burned out on that. And then so I kind of, now my job, I'm back to the wine.
Awesome. Okay, so it's going to be Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of wine would you suggest to people with their turkey?
Mm-hmm. Well, the best wine generally to go with turkey is either a Chardonnay or a Pinot Noir. Either one of those, you can't go wrong.
Awesome. Because like Joe, if we were going to have a glass of wine, Joe would go with the Chardonnay, but me, Pinot Noir. But Joe doesn't like that. But see, I don't like the sweeter ones. So that's interesting.
Either one will pair really well with the turkey.
Awesome. So if you guys are looking for some wine to go with your turkey, you're hearing it from Karen.
Okay, now Sandy, I have a little surprise for you.
Really?
Yeah, can I show you?
Okay.
I made your pie, your vanilla bean pie.
How do you like it?
I love it. I did a little twist on it.
Okay.
I made it with a raspberry swirl.
I love it.
I cooked some raspberries with sugar and made just like a like a sauce. And then before I just swirled it into it, and it's so good. But even if I hadn't, oh my God, the taste of the vanilla is just amazing in this. It's so good. So if anybody wants a good pie, make this.
I have to agree. It's just like,
it's like so creamy. And like my husband even said, I don't normally like custard pie, but this is amazing. He tried some and he said it must have a lot of eggs in it. And I said, actually, no, because most custard pies have eggs in them.
Right.
But this has no eggs. So I was so surprised how it was like so creamy and tasty.
Yeah. And I like that it stays formed when you slice it.
Yes. It was super easy to slice.
And it's an easy pie to make.
Oh my gosh, it was so easy. But I just want to give you one little warning because I made a little boo-boo. I kind of cooked when I was putting it under the broiler, I wasn't watching the crust because you said just do it just till it starts bubbling.
Right.
And I did that, but then the outside of my crust got a tiny bit too brown because I left it under the broiler for probably like 1 minute too long. But it's still fine. It's still totally fine. But just if you're going to make that, just a little tip.
Yeah.
I got distracted. I was like doing something else, and then I went back and I was like,
Yeah, because it's really quick.
It's quick. I didn't realize how quick that it would start to bubble.
Yeah, and I think it really depends on your oven where it sits from the broiler.
Exactly.
That can make a difference. Like on mine, that shelf drops down, pulls in and then it drops down a little bit. And I think that makes a difference too.
Yeah. Mine was pretty close. So I probably should have put it down like one notch, but it's all good.
And from little Frenchie in Big Texas is here. She's saying hi to people.
Hi,
how are you? And Chris is here. And
hi, Chris.
I just saw him in the live earlier tonight. So that's awesome. I love it in lives when people start talking and they're saying back and forth. And
I know. Yeah.
And one thing I do have to click up here, Doug, do you see that Nightbot likes you tonight? Because for some reason he did not like Doug, or let me find the other one.
I know.
Homesteading Northern Michigan. He wouldn't pop him up.
So weird.
I put him off, I put him back on, and I took him off again and put him back on. And tonight, Nightbot likes them.
He's doing good tonight. So that's
Oh, look and Doug saw that.
Aww.
So I don't know what the deal was because I'd taken him off before and put him back on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's because maybe I have too many members listed.
Maybe they do like a certain amount you can only show.
Maybe because I looked all through Nightbot. I couldn't find that it said that. But we'll see if it lists other people, you know, if it pops you up and it pops different people up. And look at it's doing Doug one more time.
Just for good measure.
Okay, so I looked on some of your stats, and right now you have 229 videos. So tell me some of your favorites or ones that have just really bloomed.
Okay. Well, I think my biggest video was how to make fudge, 3 different kinds of fudge.
Oh,
that has like almost 11,000 views.
Awesome.
And I did that back in July. I did a Christmas in July collaboration with a few big channels.
Right.
And so that was really fun. And you know, I made a video when I first started, like the first month or two I started. It was called Home Style Beef and Noodles in the Crock Pot. And every month it grows by hundreds of views. And now I have almost 11,000 views on that one.
That is awesome.
It's so funny how like even videos from a long time ago, they just keep growing every time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And
which I'm sure you know that, you know.
And I think different times of the year, different videos grow. And so that's always interesting.
Right.
And we better say hi to a few more people. Tina Ladybug is here.
Hi, Tina.
How are ya? And Nisi is here. She was on my live too.
I know. I watched it. It was so fun.
And she's just been crocheting away. All kinds of stuff she's been making.
So talented. Do you know my grandma tried to teach me how to knit and crochet, and finally she gave up because I couldn't. She's like, I just can't teach you. I'm so jealous of people that can do it.
Well, she makes some fun things. She has a little frog that's a new thing that she's done, and it's really cute.
Super cute.
And the Vineyard Chicks are here.
Aw.
So, KK, how are ya?
Okay,
please tell your sisters that I said hello. They were my superheroes. I did a video yesterday. And
I saw that. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
I just couldn't find strawberry plants. And so they sent runners, and it was just totally nice of them to do that.
That is so sweet.
I really appreciate it. And I'm just looking through, and Joanne is here.
Oh, my friend Joanne. Hi, Joanne.
How are ya?
She is the sweetest lady. She always watches my videos and makes such nice comments. I love Joanne.
It's one of the best things for me for YouTube is all of the fun, wonderful people you meet.
Do you know that is the best part of YouTube? I don't even care if get 20,000 subscribers or what. I don't care. It's like the people I have met have been so nice. And I've like made true friendships from it. I mean,
right. Yeah.
It's been awesome.
You know, Doug that's in here on His Way Homestead. We always say that he's my younger brother. On YouTube, you know, it's like if I would like to live next door to them.
Oh my gosh. Don't you wish you could live next door to all your friends on YouTube? And like, how fun would that be?
I know, because I mean, they're spread across the country and some of them across the world.
Yeah, I know.
But it is just so fun.
And don't you find that you sometimes interact more with people, your friends on YouTube, than you do your normal friends outside of YouTube, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I think that's true sometimes. You know, because, you know, you're talking on each of your videos back and forth, and then pretty soon some of those people you're emailing back and forth, or you're texting back and forth.
Yeah.
And if they live close to you, then you can actually meet them.
Which I have met a couple different YouTube channels that live close enough to me where we've connected, and it's been so great.
Oh yeah, so fun. You know, you go out to dinner with them and you get to know them more than what you can actually do on just YouTube, you know. And so
absolutely.
Joanne says that her mom gave up on her teaching her to crochet.
Oh, that's so funny, Joanne. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Charmaine says she tried to teach her grandkids too and finally gave up.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like an old, I don't know if the kids today have like the patience for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're
right.
so into like their videos and whatnot. So, but I think it's cool.
I love that. And Todd's saying, I wish I lived next door. I know, because you can always have some of my stuff that I make.
Yeah, I wish I lived next to you too, Sandy.
Nan says, absolutely, more interaction with YouTube family than my own family. Well, it happens sometimes, and you don't really need to. You don't want to ignore your family. We're not saying that at all.
No.
And we have
outdoors with Big Matt. Hi, Matt.
How are ya? I love it when I don't think Matt's ever been in my life before.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Awesome. So, hello. Now, tell me what you're cooking for Thanksgiving.
Let's see. Well, we're not having a turkey because it's just going to be a very small gathering. And we like to have crab for Thanksgiving.
Oh, fun.
Dungeness crab, because it's like here in California, it's Dungeness crab season. So we bought some Dungeness crab, and I have a little ham that I'm baking to go with it. And then we're having stuffing, scalloped potatoes, and salad and rolls.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, what are you having?
Well, in our little village down here in Arizona, they have a clubhouse. Right. And this year, my mom, me, and Julie, a friend of my mom's, we're in charge of Thanksgiving dinner. There's going to be like 75, 80 people.
Oh my gosh.
And so my dad, Joe, and Julie's husband, George, are baking the turkeys. And we're going to have mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and salads. And I think they're having 10 pumpkin pies. And
wow, that's so fun. And that's so nice of you to like cook for that many people.
Well, and they have different holidays that some people have always just kind of, I guess, gravitated to. They just had a big Veterans Day dinner, and there's a group of ladies that always do that. And I'm not sure who cooks the Christmas dinner. Because last year we didn't go to the clubhouse for Christmas. So that I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but we also have a clubhouse and a restaurant in the clubhouse. So like this, I mean, this is our first Thanksgiving here, but they're doing like a Thanksgiving buffet where it's like, all kinds of different things. But they're charging like $45. I mean, it's not free.
Oh, wow.
But I guess it's really popular. I mean, a lot of people are here for Thanksgiving and don't want to cook. So it's,
Yeah, but at the clubhouse, they're all seniors that, in their little places, and somebody donated all the turkeys.
Oh,
so they're only charging $5.
What?
Yeah, $5. How can you go wrong with?
You can't. You cannot go wrong with that.
Nisi says, I'm not having to do the full meal. She's so excited.
All right. 2 pies and yams. Yay.
It's nice if you don't have to do everything.
It is very
bringing
nice.
Things. And so I just find it's interesting. You get different recipes. Tina says that we're making her hungry.
I know, right? Don't you find are you like me where you like the side dishes better than the actual turkey?
Oh yeah. And
why is it that we only have stuffing and certain side dishes at Thanksgiving? Isn't that interesting? Like, why don't we have them all year round?
I know, because I like stuffing. So why, I probably make stuffing 2 or 3 times a year.
Right.
But why is that? And when I make stuffing, I like to add blueberries.
Ooh, I've never done that.
You can just make your regular stuffing.
Yeah.
Not the oyster stuffing, because that would be a little weird with the blueberries.
Right.
But a regular stuffing, and then just
Mhm.
throw fresh blueberries in there.
I can see that working because when I make my stuffing, I like to add dried cranberries.
See that
So
kind
it's kind of the same idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Debbie from Cheyenne, Wyoming, Urban Gardener is in, and she is my guest next Monday night.
Oh, nice. Hi, Cheyenne. I love your name, Cheyenne. Oh, but she lives in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So,
She does.
okay.
Yeah, it's Debbie.
Debbie.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so she is going to be next week. So I'm totally excited about that. And
Nice.
father-in-law ordered the turkey and ham this year. See, I've seen,
Nice.
in the last 10 years, I've seen so many companies that will sell you the turkey or sell you the whole dinner.
Mhm.
And you just pay for it and you just pick it up.
Yeah, our supermarket does that. We have like Safeway here, and they have like a whole package that you can get everything, the turkey, the
Awesome.
side dishes, and all that.
And Joanna's making pretzel salad. Now, I have never made pretzel salad, but I
That
have
sounds
seen
yummy.
that. But I bet you that is good that you're bringing.
Yeah, pretzel salad sounds delicious.
And Jan
Apples.
adds apples, pecans, and cranberries.
Oh,
See,
you
I
like
like,
cranberries too, Jan. Awesome.
so you guys, I think if you like cranberries in it, you would like the blueberries in it.
Oh, absolutely.
It gives it a really good flavor.
I bet. That sounds delish.
And Doug said they had roast duck last year, but he likes the turkey better. But duck is one of those things that either it's cooked really well or it's not.
Exactly.
And that's a funny thing because you wouldn't think it would be that much different than other poultry.
Right? But it really makes a difference how long it's cooked and how it's cooked. For
Joanne's,
sure.
she's not making the strawberry kind of.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. Because I've seen the kind with like strawberry jello and cream cheese and crushed
Right.
pretzels. So this
So-
must be a different kind.
So I think she probably should write it in the comments how she's making it.
Yes, I think you should, Joanne. We might need that.
That's right. And I lost that one. I thought Doug had written one more thing, but I must have missed that. I don't know. Oh, it's Jan. She wants to know if Doug's coming over for supper.
I love it.
Yeah, but I'm very intrigued by Jan adding, because she had the syringe and she had the butter in that with the jalapenos and it's going under the skin. And I thought, I bet you that is really interesting.
I bet so too, for sure. I have one of those injectors that you can, inject butter or seasonings inside. And I need to use that more because I think that's really cool to do that.
Yeah. And Debbie's making 2 turkeys, 2 hams, 4 pheasants. How many people are you having there?
Wow. I'm not a fan of pheasant or asabu.
Well,
honestly, I had pheasant one time and I was not a fan.
Yeah, but that's another thing like duck. Either it's really good or it's not very good.
Yeah.
And
but asabuco's really good.
Yeah, see, I haven't ever had that.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah. Oh.
You have to like cook it really slow in the oven for like 4 hours. And then it's super tender and like it makes the best sauce. It's really good.
Awesome.
I should make a video.
You should make a video.
Okay. I'll do that.
Well, it's fun that people, they give you ideas on.
They totally
videos.
do. I've gotten so many ideas from people like, can you make this? Can you make? I'm like, oh, great idea. Because you never really run out of ideas, but sometimes you just gotta get in a rut of of things to make. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So.
And Growing with Hudson. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Growing with Hudson.
Tell me, have you ever been in one of my lives before? Because maybe you haven't, I have forgotten. So I apologize if I have. But I know she's saying hi to everybody. And so now, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because you're just beginning that holiday season. And so it gets you in that mood to, I need to
start baking.
I need to start baking. And so when you're thinking about snacks and goodies to make for the holiday season, what are some of your favorites?
Do you know, well, do you mean sweet or savory or both?
Oh, either one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both.
For savory, I like to make cheese balls. Have you ever
Oh,
made
yeah.
those?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're so easy, but they're so yummy. And let's see. I like to just make some like easy kind of tarts with puff pastry
Hmm.
because puff pastry is like such an easy thing to do because it's already frozen and you just unroll it and then you can put
Right.
so many different toppings on it and cut it in little squares and people think you're all fancy, but you're really not. You know, it looks nice and it tastes good and you're like, oh yeah, I slaved all day, but you really didn't.
Yeah. And you'll probably make some of your fudge.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
Yeah.
then one thing I like to make every Christmas is a kringle. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's sort of like do you know what a cream puff pastry is like?
Hmm.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like a
Yeah.
dough. Okay. Well,
Yep.
it's kind of like a cream puff pastry and you kind of roll it flat and then you make like a little cream cheese kind of custard filling and you put that on top
Mm.
and then you add sliced almonds on top and bake it in the oven and it's so good.
Ooh.
And then you add like a powdered sugar drizzle on top, like an icing.
Right. Right.
It's super good. It's like a little tradition I like to make at Christmas. So I'm definitely going to make a video of that.
Oh, good. Because then I'll make it.
Yeah, it's so good because you get like the crispy like pastry underneath, and then you get like the creamy filling and the crunchy of the almonds. It's so good. You'd love it.
See, I would love it because
Yeah.
I like trying different desserts and snacks. And that's
Mhm.
one of the fun things about the holidays when you get invited to a lot of different people's houses because
Yes,
everybody has their own traditions
I
and
know.
their own family recipes that you may
Mhm.
not have, experienced before that.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Right.
sometimes people are very free with their recipes, but some people are not.
Right. I've discovered that because like I have a lot of friends on Facebook and sometimes they'll post, you know, family recipes or whatever, like of what they made. And I'm like, oh my God, that'd be so great for a video. Would you mind if I like made this on a video? And they're like, oh, I can't give it to you. It's a family recipe. I'm like, okay.
Well, my mom tells a story about this gal at Christmas. She always made this dinner thing she was always at the dinners, right? The
Mhm.
Christmas dinners. And so people would ask her for the recipe and she would give them the recipe, but it never tasted the same. But she was
Mm.
literally taking some of the things out, you know, not putting the whole recipe. And she's an
Oh my
old,
gosh. Yes. Some That has happened quite a few times with people that have made my recipes. They said, well, I made your recipe, but I did this instead, and I took this out instead. And I'm like, well, but you shouldn't have done that. It's not going to come out the same way.
yeah. But I think this older lady, she wanted everybody to love her recipe. But
Mhm.
and she would give people a copy, but it didn't have all the ingredients. And so it was never the same.
Yeah.
And so, and I don't
Yeah.
know,
But you
you
know
know,
what? That's how both my grandmas cooked. They never really had a recipe for anything.
right,
You know,
right.
they were just like, okay, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I would watch them, you know, and be like, can you write that down? And then they never did. And then I wish I had the recipes, you know, but
But one
yeah.
day I remember these cookies. And so obviously they were just spectacular. And my grandma made them. And so I asked her, I said, how did you make them? And she goes, well, I put a little sour cream. I did a little bit of this. And she didn't have any kind of recipe. And
Right.
And then you get older and you start making recipes,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden you realize I have become my grandmother. And
Right. Me
I'm
too.
just,
And now I do that with like savory dishes. Like I won't use a recipe. I'll just add this and that. But when it comes to baking, you really do need a recipe because it's more of like a science. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like forget the baking powder and be like, oh, it's gonna work out. You know,
yeah. But, and, you know, I think the more someone bakes, you know, those grandmas, they were used to, okay, they knew the basic ingredients that they had to have, but they just didn't have written recipes, but they know how the texture should be and how it should look. And it was just easy for them to do.
Yeah.
And I think that we have missed some people that have come in.
Oh.
So I'm scrolling up, finding people. Oh, English toffee and nut brittle.
Oh, yes.
This week on my vanilla bread, you know, because Thursday morning I do a vanilla bean recipe. I'm making bacon, vanilla bean, peanut brittle.
That sounds amazing. I'm definitely making that because it has bacon.
Well, you know, bacon you can add to like pecan pie.
Yes, absolutely. Do you know last year I did a short around Christmas time for chocolate covered bacon, and it was really, it's really good. I mean, it's just bacon dipped in chocolate. Then you can put like fancy sprinkles on it or whatever. Because my son, he loves chocolate covered bacon, so I made a bunch for him.
Well, if Doug is still in here, he loves bacon. So he should be making some chocolate covered bacon. He's going to have to get Shelly to make it for him.
But it's just something about that salty sweet combination, right? It's so good.
And I mean, I love peanut brittle. There are just so many different recipes for peanut brittle.
I know, and some I've tried, it's like so hard to chew. It's like too hard. And I like the more softer peanut brittle, if that makes sense. The more fluffy, you know.
Oh, see, and I like the kind that you just break apart. And
no, I do too. But sometimes it can be so hard. It's like too hard to chew.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, like I need a good recipe that's just good. So I don't have one. So I'm gonna make yours.
But I like making peanut brittle, and it is not a tough thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how to add the bacon in there at the right time, and easy as pie, you know.
Sounds good. Have you ever made that? Okay, it's called Christmas crack. You take saltine crackers and you put them on a baking sheet, and then you put this butter brown sugar mixture on top, and you bake it in the oven.
We have some in our kitchen right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my mom makes it all the time.
Oh, so you know, yeah. And then you put the chocolate chips on top, and like, isn't it good?
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
But this year, I think what I'm going to try is, so you have the saltines. I'm going to actually melt caramel and pour it on, and then I'm going to melt chocolate and pour it on. Now it's very similar because it's the butter and brown sugar become caramel.
Right.
But I'm actually going to melt like craft caramels.
Okay, interesting.
And then I'm going to put different toppings on. Like my mom usually puts walnuts on it.
Right.
But I think you can put pecan.
You could put like or you could do like festive sprinkles or all kinds of things.
Right.
For the holiday. You could put like Christmas M&M colors, or
you could and I think you can just put coconut on there. You could put all kinds of stuff on there.
You could put like dried cranberries or pistachios. That would look pretty, like with the green and red.
Right. And you could even break up peppermint candies.
Oh, yeah.
And sprinkle on there. And I think you could just do a tray with the main base and then have different toppings.
Put like 4 quadrants and then just put like some different things on each part.
Right. And great gifts for your neighbors.
Absolutely. And my neighbors are expecting gifts, I'm sure. Because whenever I make recipes and like I have too much, I always put them in like a little container and bring them over to my neighbors. And they're like, oh, so you made a video today.
I am always giving the neighbors and my mom and dad, because otherwise Joe and I would have to eat the whole thing. And
Right.
we can't eat the whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. No, my neighbors are very appreciative. So.
Well, I think that's why they like me, because I give them
Oh,
food.
yes. Right? When you give people food, they like you.
And actually, Karen lives in California, and I live in Arizona. And I love Arizona. I seriously love it. Joe and I, this is our second winter down here, and we, it's cold back home in Wyoming. And
Yeah.
I mean, right now, when I just let the dogs out before we started, it was so nice. I didn't need a jacket. I didn't,
Mhm.
it was fabulous.
Yeah. Now, what area of Arizona do you live in?
We are in the very bottom southwest corner.
Okay.
My PO box is in California.
Oh,
It's eight,
wow.
it's 8 minutes away from my house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's always a little confusing to people, because I send them something and it has a California address on it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
in town, they have a big post office, but it is so busy. And you go across the bridge, halfway across the bridge, you're into California. And
Wow.
it's a little tiny post office in Winter Haven. It's a little tiny town, and you're in and you're out, and
Mhm.
it's perfect.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, my husband and I did a road trip from California to Arizona a few years ago. We went to spring training in Scottsdale because he loves baseball.
Oh, I
And
love baseball.
we loved Arizona. And then we went to Sedona, and oh my gosh,
Mhm.
we loved Sedona. But we were so impressed with how nice Arizona was. We loved it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, and it has so much. The landscape is just so diverse.
Yes. Right?
And I mean, you can make a paradise no matter where you live,
True.
you
True.
know. But the winter weather, and my vegetables are just growing like crazy.
Wow. So like during the winter, it's never going to get below like probably what, 60?
At night, the coldest it got last year was 48.
Okay. But during the day, it's always like in the 60s or 70s
Yeah,
or
and until this week, it was basically 90 every day.
oh my
And,
gosh.
and this week, it's in the 80s all week.
Oh, that's perfect.
It is perfect. And there is rarely any wind. Where
Mm.
in Wyoming, the wind blows like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we we have just totally enjoyed it so far.
Oh, I
So,
bet. I bet.
so we're happy.
Yeah,
Hello.
exactly.
Hello, Tony.
Hi,
How are you?
Tony.
He's saying morning because he lives
Morning. Oh,
way over
he must be across in Europe, I
across
guess.
across the pond.
Yeah, that's what they say, across the pond.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is
Awesome.
awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's so nice of him to stop in.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, and
Oh.
Gulf Coast Scrapper. How are you? I watched your video today. He's always finding things. He does scrap metals and stuff like that. But I'm
Mhm.
amazed at what people put next to the street that he picks up. You know,
Interesting. I bet.
and
Yeah, I have a friend, Robert, and he has a channel where he takes a metal detector and he goes to the beach and he
oh
finds
yeah,
all kinds of interesting things. He
yeah.
finds like 14 karat gold rings, diamond rings.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that people have dropped in the sand.
Well, I suppose they're there for enjoying the ocean, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, for sure.
He just woke up
Oh,
to get a glass of water.
3:30 in the morning.
That
Oh,
is
that's
awesome.
great.
And she's making sweet potato pies tonight.
Ooh, sweet.
I
Now
love sweet potato.
that's one pie I have not made before, but
Oh, you
I like
should.
it.
It is so good.
I've had it before, but I've never made it myself.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty similar to like a pumpkin pie though, so.
Yeah, it is, but it's a little bit different,
Mhm. Yeah.
because it's just like when you make a pumpkin pie from a squash. There's
Right.
always a little teeny bit of difference, and they're all good though.
Now,
Yeah.
do you make your pumpkin pies from a real pumpkin or do you buy the canned pumpkin?
From a real pumpkin.
Okay. And do you
Yeah.
think that makes a big difference compared to like canned pumpkin?
It depends on your pumpkin,
Mm.
because not all pumpkins should be made into pumpkin pie.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the flavor
Mhm.
of a pie
That's
pumpkin.
why generally they say you should use the small ones, right?
Oh, no, not necessarily. No.
Oh, okay.
Even an Atlantic, which can be a huge 300 or 400 pound pumpkin, if
Mhm.
you harvest them when they weigh about 50 pounds,
Mhm.
they'll make a great pumpkin pie still.
Oh, wow. So like how do you know which pumpkins to use for pumpkin pie? Like if you're just gonna go buy one.
I think you just really have to know something about your pumpkins.
Mm.
Almost every French pumpkin I've ever grown made extremely great pumpkin pies.
Mm. Mhm.
The pumpkin pie that you buy in the can
Mhm.
actually is a Dickinson squash.
What?
Yeah, it's not a
It's
pumpkin.
not a pumpkin?
It's a squash, and they're real tall when they harvest them. They're about this big around, so they get a
Mhm.
lot of flesh out of them. And
Oh.
in some of the catalogs now that I've noticed over the last couple of years, they
Mhm.
started calling them Dickinson pumpkins, but they're not. They're a squash.
Interesting. Almost
Yeah.
like a butternut squash?
Much bigger.
Okay.
And the outside is not really orange. It's kind of an orangish tan, but
Interesting.
it makes a large squash, and
Mhm.
it is a great pumpkin, you know.
Hmm.
And so it works really good for farmers that are selling to Libby's or one of
Right,
those other.
sure.
But when you buy a can of Libby's, it's actually a Dickinson squash.
Who
So
knew?
yeah.
I love learning new stuff.
And Sunny's Place is here.
Oh,
Hi,
hi, Sunny.
hi, Emma. Sunny's Place. It's actually Emma.
Oh, Emma, that's right. I knew that.
Yeah.
Emma. Hi, Emma.
And Tony's saying butternut squash is a pumpkin. Because all pumpkins are squash, but not all squash are pumpkins.
All pumpkins. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all
Interesting.
pumpkins are in the squash family,
Okay.
but not all squash are pumpkins.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
it's like all succulents are, or all cactuses are succulents, but not all succulents are cactus.
Okay.
It's just one of those
Yeah.
things with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
It is interesting for
And
sure.
Angie is leaving. Thanks, Angie.
Oh,
I
bye,
appreciate you.
Angie.
I love it when she pops in.
Aw. Now, does she have her own channel or no?
Well, she has like a couple of videos. I keep trying to tell her that she should have lots of videos, but
Now, are her videos of her making something or just?
she does plants and hydroponics.
Oh, okay, nice.
In fact, if you go into her house, she has this huge hydroponic system. I mean, it's just
Inside her house?
Yeah. And she does it some outside, but she has it inside.
Wow.
And she has the light that it rotates. She got it. She did it on this rotating like Lazy Susan thing. And so the light moves back and forth, and it has lights from the top. It's fabulous.
That's cool. I love it.
Doug is leaving us too. So Doug, thank you very much.
Oh, bye, Doug.
And all cactus hurt when you get stung by the needles. That's
Yes,
true.
you do.
It is almost like some of those cactus, you get really close in it. You would think, now I'm sure it's not happening, but it feels like
they're jumping, the needle's jumping out at you?
Yes, like a porcupine.
Yeah. Now, where you live, are there a lot of cactuses or?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's desert, I mean, because we live in Yuma, I mean, people they grow palms and they grow all these different plants, but everywhere, because we walk every day and there are just people with these fabulous cactuses. I mean, all kinds of different ones. I mean, I have this one book from Arizona on cactuses, and I mean, there's literally thousands and thousands of different kinds
Yeah,
of
it's
cactus.
so amazing how they have those beautiful flowers that grow up on the top of them. It's so
Oh
neat.
yeah, yeah. And right now, a lot of them are flowering,
Mm.
and then that after they're done, they make this little fruit, and then
Oh,
the birds will.
is that the fruit that you can eat?
Yeah, on some cactuses you can eat it, and some cactuses you can't eat it.
Cactus
But
pear, is that what it's called or something?
yeah, there are cactus pears. Yep, and the birds will
Mhm.
land on there, and then they'll use their beak and peck at it until they can eat that fruit. It's really interesting.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool to watch
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
usually the flower lasts one day, and so
One
you have to.
day.
Yeah, on a lot of them, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so
But
sad.
but I'm just amazed all the time, all of them that we find,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I mean, in some people's yards by us, they just have just so many different types of cactuses. They have
Yeah, I
these,
never knew there were so many varieties for
yeah,
sure.
like we would have a flower bed,
Mhm.
only they have a cactus bed, and they have tall ones and medium sized and low growing ones, and it's just
Now,
fat.
have you ever had nopales before? Where
No,
you okay,
no,
it's like you can eat the cactus, so
right, right.
yeah, but
Yeah, I haven't eaten them, but I know you can eat them. Yeah,
mhm. Yeah.
and I see that there are people that are telling us that they got to go. The
Oh.
vineyard chicks have to go because they have school
Oh,
in the morning.
yes. Okay,
So
bye.
thanks for stopping by. That is so fun of you.
Yeah.
Got to go. Lots to do before this
Happy
week. Oh,
uh-huh.
so many things. I hope you
Yeah,
have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And oh, hi Tony. Love your videos.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
Scottsdale. I
Um,
love Scottsdale.
I do too. It is a great place, and they
The
have so
town,
many.
the little town, the downtown is so neat. I love
Yeah,
it.
and they have weekly art walks, and you can go around and go through all the
Yes.
galleries, and
Yes. And the jewelry they have there, oh my gosh, amazing.
yeah, totally amazing. And one of our boys lives in Phoenix, and one of our grandsons lives in Phoenix,
Oh,
and a nephew lives in Scottsdale.
oh,
So yeah,
nice.
so Phoenix is a great town, but it's really huge.
It
You know,
is huge. When we
yeah,
when we went there, we couldn't believe how big it was.
yeah. And every time we're there, it's expanding, and they're putting new roads in, and it's just.
Yes, it's a busy town for sure.
But I understand it's the fastest growing city in the United States.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I could
and
see that, especially because, like a lot of people I think are leaving California to go to Arizona. So, because the cost of living here is like so expensive.
that's that's what I hear.
It's outrageous. Yeah.
And back in Wyoming, we have a lot of people coming from California and moving to Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's a totally different climate. And so I
Yeah.
wonder, with all the people moving from out of California to different places,
Mhm.
after a couple of years, I mean, it might be fun for a couple of years, you
Right.
know,
But are they going to get used to the heat and the different climate? Yeah.
right? And
Because we are spoiled here with our weather, so
well, yeah, because California's beautiful.
yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we don't hardly get rain, so that's kind of a bad thing. But Arizona probably doesn't get a lot of rain either.
No, it has the monsoon season.
Mhm.
It's rained one time since we've been down here.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a few rainstorms December, January,
Mhm.
but not huge things.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of like us too. We don't get a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. So it's interesting. Um,
When I saw your video with the hot air balloons, I didn't realize that they did that near you. That
yeah, and we were it said in the paper that the balloons were going to be at the park right next to us
mhm.
from 6 to 10. So
Mhm.
we thought, oh, we'll go over there 7:30. We
Yeah.
walk out of our door at 7:30, and the balloons are right above us. They've already started launching.
They launch early.
But it was totally fun. But they had it for 3 days that you could
Oh.
see the balloons. They had one day you could go up in a balloon. It was tethered, and it was $15 to go up.
Oh, that's a deal.
Well, I thought that was probably a good deal.
That's a really good deal.
But there was a lot of people that mentioned that different areas across the country, they have a lot of balloon flights. They probably do in California.
Oh, well, when I lived in Napa Valley, they're famous for their hot air balloons. So every morning I would look out my window and I'd see 10 hot air balloons, I mean,
awesome.
and I actually, my mom used to work for a hot air balloon company. She was a tour, the coordinator for the flights. So she would have to get up at like 3:30 in the morning and be down there and like having to do all this stuff with the guests and everything. But it was really fun because I got to go up in a balloon many times. So it was fun.
How fun. See, I would like to take a balloon ride.
Oh, you'd love it. It's not anything like you think it would be. It's really neat.
Well, my mom's been up a couple times and she says it's just like you're just floating on this cloud.
You don't hear anything. It's really peaceful. It's so neat.
Yeah.
Because when you're in an airplane, it's not the same, because you hear the noise and you don't, you're inside glass. So it's not the same experience. But when you're just in that little basket looking out, it's just crazy. You feel kind of like a bird.
Yeah. Well, I would like to try it.
You should.
Tony's going back to sleep. Bye, Tony.
Oh, okay. Good night, Tony.
So that is awesome. Yeah, he's been one of my subscribers for a long time. And his birthday is December 5th. And he's asked me to do my vanilla video on that day.
Oh, okay.
Because I did the spiced rum besides my regular, and so I'm doing it on his birthday. So,
that's sweet. That's so nice. Have you noticed in the stores the price of vanilla has skyrocketed?
Which is really surprising because they had a bumper crop this year, and so buying vanilla beans in bulk is cheaper than it has been in years.
Right. So that doesn't make any kind of sense.
No, but it's like, most people don't make their own vanilla. No. And so it's like they think they can just charge whatever they want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Yeah. That's Emma says that she can't go on a balloon ride because she's afraid of heights.
Oh, yeah. You have to be not afraid of heights or it probably wouldn't be very fun.
Yeah, I just haven't ever had that, but I know people that are afraid of heights and, they just can't do those things, but there's probably things they can do that I can't do. So,
right. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have different things.
Okay. So, I looked up and you are almost at 200,000 views on your channel.
Yeah. Yeah. I realized that the other day. Yeah.
It's amazing how the longer you're on YouTube, and I think that sometimes people start YouTube and I've really liked their channel and then all of a sudden they stop.
Oh my gosh, yes. There's been so many channels where I went to go watch them or I thought to myself, that's weird. I haven't seen them post for a month now. And then I'll go and they just stopped out of the blue, no explanation, not a video saying, oh, I'm not doing videos anymore, just they fell off the planet.
Yeah, and it makes me sad because some of them I have just really enjoyed, and I'll send them a email and say, are you okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah. But I guess, you know how it is. It takes a lot of time.
It does take a lot of time.
People don't sometimes realize that, I think, they're like, oh, it'll be fun. I'll just have a YouTube channel and whatever. Well, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, because you have to edit your videos, you have to do things, you have to have ideas, you have to.
Right. And for me, I don't know how it is for you, but now that I'm starting to grow a little bit bigger, I have a hard time keeping up with the comments.
All the time. Yeah.
And I feel so guilty because I can't get to them in a timely manner. And then,
Yeah, it used to be that I could answer them every single day because it wasn't that many.
Me too.
But that's not the case anymore. Sometimes it's days before I got caught up on everything.
Me too.
Because it can take me hours sometimes to just go through them, and because
Yeah.
to me, they took the time
Because
to
they
watch
don't just comment on your current video. You'll get comments from videos from like 5 or 6 videos ago that you
right,
have to answer.
yeah, because they found your channel, and so
Mhm.
then they want to watch a lot of, and I just so appreciate them for doing that,
Mm, me
and
too.
to me, because they watch my video, I want to comment. I want to comment back.
Right, me too. I feel bad if I don't comment, answer back on every comment, so. Oh, Farm and HVAC,
How
hey.
are you? I have always loved their icon. I love that little cow.
Look how so cute.
It is. And when you go into their channel, their banner, they have the cows, and it's adorable.
There's nothing cuter than a little baby cow.
Yeah, that or a little baby sheep or a
Or
goat.
goats. My sister has a little farm and she had baby goats, and so I got to hold one. Oh my gosh, so adorable.
Well,
And the way, have you seen them kind of prance around?
oh
Like
yeah, and
they
they're
kind of
jumping.
bounce and it's the cutest thing.
Yeah, every once in a while, Joel will find one of those videos and he'll say, "Come look."
I know, there's just nothing cuter. So adorable.
Yeah, but Karen, we're almost at an hour,
I
so
know, it's gone by so fast.
um, everyone in the chat, I hope you go over to Karen's if you are not already a subscriber and subscribe to her channel. You will just love it. She is just a fabulous chef.
Aw.
And she just knows so many things, and she'll give you so many hints and things like that. Emma's asking, question for Karen. What's one of your
Oh
favorite recipes?
my gosh, that's so hard. I don't think I can answer that. It just kind of depends on my mood or like, what I'm in the mood to eat, but gosh, I'm trying to think of the one of my favorite recipes that I made lately would have to be my pumpkin bundt cake. If
Oh,
you
that
like
was a good video.
Yeah, if you like pumpkin cake, it is so good. And I've had like 5 or 6 people message me saying they made it and it was a huge hit. So if you're looking for a pumpkin cake, make mine because it starts with a cake mix. So it's super easy, but it's
Right.
so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
And bundt cakes are fun anyway,
Yeah, they are. They
Yeah,
really
but
are.
back home I have several really unusual bundt cakes, instead of just the one that's.
Yes. I want to buy more of the fancy ones that, have more intricate details. So that's my
Yeah,
goal, is to buy some more of those.
you
Because
just
see,
have
I'm not good at cake decorating. Like I have friends who have channels that all they do is like cake decorating and they make it look so easy. But I'm just not good at with the piping bag and all that kind of stuff. I can't do it.
look at Linda made your
Oh,
recipe.
yay, that's right.
And she says that she's made several of your recipes.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Linda.
Yeah,
That's the best part. That is like my favorite part of YouTube is when people tell me they made one of my recipes and they
yes,
liked it.
it's fun, because then that
It's so
recipe
fun.
can become one of their family favorites. And that is
Yeah.
just so fun.
Mhm. Definitely.
And
And I like to make recipes that aren't too complicated because if it has too many ingredients or too many steps, people aren't going to make it. So I like, and you're the same way. You do good, not, you do simple recipes that people can follow without crazy ingredients, which is what I try to do too. So.
yeah, I think probably my most complicated one was the no-bake pumpkin pie because there's a lot of steps.
Yes, that
But
was a little more complicated.
but it's really good. So
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious.
and Tracy says, please
Oh,
tell Karen we can
Tracy.
wait for her comments. She's doing a great job replying to us.
Oh,
See,
Tracy's
that
like one
is
of my biggest supporters. She's amazing. Thank you, Tracy.
Tracy. Thanks so much for coming on tonight and supporting Karen. That is fabulous. But Karen, I'm going to let you go. Thank you
Okay,
so
I
much.
know it's 8 o'clock already.
And I am going to send you the penguin ornament for being on my live.
Oh, thank you
And
so
so
much.
email me with your new address. Otherwise,
I
it has
sure
to get
will.
forwarded. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
it's
no,
more
I will
likely.
definitely email you my new address.
Awesome.
Thank
And
you so much for having me on. It was really fun.
And happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Yes, you too. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Everybody, thanks so much for being in. And I so appreciate you coming by and talking to me and Karen. And we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.